into a jump, trying to fulfill one of her requirements of combining acrobatic and dance elements. This was beautiful. 3 layout step outs. And she was not about to give up anything.
It's like a dart going into a dartboard. Boom. And she's not moving. .9.8 is the score for Oksana Fabrichnova. Not enough to unseat Shannon Miller, who should get the gold here. There's one performer to go from the United States, Mariana Webster. She has a chance at a medal. It's unlikely that it could be a gold. Here is Mariana Webster.
A special note, and I said it was going to come down to bonus points and starting value. Fabrichnova was only scored from a 9.9. She was missing some little requirement, either an extra difficult element for the bonus points or a special requirement on the balance beam, and that makes a huge difference, Bart.
Mariana Webster had a great competition in the team round here. She has a really unusual mount.
I love this mount. Half on, She goes right to that handstand.
That's a gutsy move right at the start. No room for error.
Two layout step outs right here. They were perfect in the warm-ups. I think she wants a medal.
She was doing so well in the all-around competition yesterday until the final event. Had a fall on the floor. Dropped her from perhaps a top 10 position to 15th out of 16 performers here. I asked her about her performance today, and she said, well, I hope I can redeem myself. For all of these Americans, except Shannon Miller, this is their first major international event. I don't think anyone's talking about redeeming anything.
They did a superb job, especially considering it was such a big meet for them, and they had to really handle a lot of nerves. There you go. I tell you, she really wants a big score here. She's not giving anything up. So aggressive on every element.
Keep in mind, anything more than a 9.65 will move her into the bronze medal range.
Beautiful mount. She had to work on that. She was a tiny bit under-rotated, but she just went right into that split position, was able to show it off. And the dismount. Watch her look for this landing. Eyes right there, getting sight of the floor. And that's work.
So with a score of 9.625, just by 25 one-thousandths of a point, Mariana Webster will not get a bronze medal. She'll earn 5th place. Shannon Miller will get the gold. Here are the final results. Shannon Miller, the gold, her first gold of these Goodwill Games. Oksana Fabrichnova, the silver. Anna Maria Bican and Dina Kochekova will tie for the bronze. Coming up, the floor exercise featuring Shannon Miller. Now getting ready to perform in the floor exercise final, Svetlana Horkina. The Russians were really the class of the team competition here, weren't they?
She was so beautiful on every single event. She has elegance, even on the uneven bars, even over the vault. But obviously, here on the floor exercise, she has a chance to really show off. Not just her elegance, but her power as well. Oh, no, she went out of bounds.
Going out of bounds is a 1/10 of a point deduction in addition to the execution error for stepping there. She has an individual gold on the bars and a bronze on the vault today. For those of you at home who are wondering, that floor exercise mat is pink. Do not adjust your television set.
I love her eye contact. So few gymnasts are able to do that. And she looks right out to the audience, to the judges. She shows amazing tumbling ability. A triple twist here. What a shame that she stepped out of bounds. That is a gorgeous routine, combining great tumbling and lovely choreography. She almost stayed in bounds here. Now, because she's so tall, she has to take much smaller steps on her run. And look at this, she's right in the corner. If she could just glue her feet right where they are. Oh, and she was trying to. She had them just on the line and then stumbled back.
Score for Svetlana Horkina, 9.737. Now from Ukraine, Lilia Podkopaeva. She has a gold in the vault today, a silver in the team, and this is really a lovely routine. I know you like this style and power, Kathy Johnson.
Absolutely. This is just a great event finals on the floor exercise. All the styles are so different.
This opening tumbling run is unusual. It's front tumbling, a double front at the end of this run.
That is amazing. She consistently makes that landing. Just in case you weren't impressed with her front tumbling, watch this. Front layout right to a front with a full twist. It is hot in here.
The first two tumbling runs have shown her expertise in front tumbling, but she has outstanding back tumbling as well.
She needs a perfect landing here for a shot at a medal and maybe even gold. She's right in there.
What a great routine. The tumbling is terrific, the dance and the choreography is outstanding. It's just a pleasure to watch this.
Wouldn't you like to be able to do this? Double front. She knows exactly where she is. Just opens right out. It's a very difficult technique in front tumbling. Even on this pass, where seemingly it's just a front somersault, yet it's in laid out position, and the timing to punch right into the next somersault with a full twist is difficult.
Score at 9.887 for Lilia Podkopaeva. The judges loved it. That's the standard to beat now. Up on the floor now from Ukraine, Irina Bulakova. She's replacing her teammate, Niznik, who was scheduled to compete here, but withdrew due to an injury.
Entirely different types of routine. I'm sure it makes it harder for the judges to compare the styles and the strengths of each gymnast. difficult finish of the routine.
It's interesting, she chose rock and roll music and yet really didn't choreograph the exercise to go anywhere near what the music was dictating. She seemed to use it as background music and just do a couple of big tumbling passes.
That's the difference between hers and Horkina's and Podkopayeva's. Not a complete performance. But certainly a solid routine. With nice difficulty. And she uses the entire floor. You'll notice when she starts her routine, her tumbling, she is right in that corner, in fact, on the line. And that's allowed. You just can't go over the line. She lands very close.
9.587, the score for Irina Bulakova.
That was out of a 9.8 starting value score, which is why the score is somewhat lower.
Next up on the floor from Uzbekistan, this is Oksana Chusovitina. 19 years old. You don't see very many 19-year-olds competing at this level in women's gymnastics. Many of them are in and out of the sport by 17, 18 years old.
When I was competing at that age, I thought as a joke I might walk out on the floor with a cane and a bottle of Geritol.
Wait till you see this opening tumbling run. It's a laid-out double back.
She just has something extra that many gymnasts were not born with. Extra spring somewhere, and it's amazing to see her get off the floor. Really is perfect music for her. She's not that much of a dancer per se, but the music is just powerful and goes to her tumbling. Watch how she finishes with the music. Perfect. That's the best part of the routine to me. I really like that finish. And of course, the powerful tumbling in the beginning. Always fun to watch. She gets so much lift into this double layout. And even an extra lift into the second somersault. Beautiful. Tumbles right back out of it. High double twist. Punches right forward into a front tuck. She's springy. This was gorgeous, and it just fit the music perfectly.
There would be a splash down first and a splash pass.
At the score, 9.862 for Chusovitina. That puts her in second place for the moment. Here's the champion of the Goodwill Games in the all-around, Kochekova.
And this music fits her perfectly.
Winner of 2 golds and 2 bronze medals so far here at the Goodwill Games.
And she clinched one of those on this event, and it was by virtue of her amazing tumbling ability.
You've said it before, but it is worth reiterating. Doesn't she remind you a lot of American Julianne McNamara?
Every time I see her, I think of Julianne, especially when Julianne was young and first on the scene.
Julianne, of course, the gold medalist in the Olympics on the uneven bars in 1984.
This is how she won the all-around. She did this final tumbling pass and just stuck it cold. Oh, we'll see if it does it here.